Did you miss us? Mrs. Bonneville, where are we? So excited.
We're in the car park, or in our car park, in Broadway.
In the Cotswolds.
One of our favourite walks.
And we've got no book. Why have we got no book?
Because we've done it about 6 million times.
Yes. We are in Broadway, which is where we used to live in the Cotswolds. More on that later. And we are walking to a place called Chipping Camden. Today's walk, it's a circular walk as usual. It's about 10 miles.
Yeah, about 10 miles.
And I'm so excited because this is my all-time favourite walk. Stay tuned.
We set off this morning from the marina about 10 to 7.
We did.
And it's just gone 9 o'clock now,
Yeah.
so it just took us 2 hours to get here.
But
when you get here at this time, because you've got to get here before 10 o'clock.
You have.
This will be absolutely
Car park will be rammed.
Cars are just starting to come in now.
Yeah. Look what I've got. New hat, new gloves. Right. Thank you very much for the comments on last week's vlog. Very much appreciated. If you've not subscribed, why not? It's free. Come on, just hit that subscribe button and all that stuff. Right, we're going to go get a little bit of a picnic. I've made a flask. So organised. Right. Oh, and you'll notice we've got we've mic'd ourselves up. We're giving these mics one last chance.
Hopefully.
So hopefully you might be able to hear us a little bit better. If not, we're going to invest in some new mics. So stick with us and bear with us. We've had some real issues, recently with audio. Right, let's go and get some food.
Just mention something else, just before we go and get some
Longest intro ever.
Just look at my boots.
That means I've got to move camera.
Yeah, just point my boots. Point some boots. Brand new Hunter boots. Now, when we did our walk last Friday, I went paddling in some puddles, realised it was leaking, and there was a slight little hole on the seam. Emailed them. I got my new boots within about 3 days.
As I would expect. We'll probably get some hate mail now. Told you the Hunters weren't very good. Yeah.
But it's got a 24-month warranty.
2-year warranty.
I just sent an email saying, I sent a picture saying this is what's happened. They said no problem. Are you still at that address? Within 3 days I got a brand new pair of boots. So
I got a new hat.
win-win.
Goodbye. We're off to get a few little provisions. This is a brilliant, if you're ever in Broadway, you've got to visit Hamilton's of Broadway. A traditional, very traditional sweet shop. And this is a little kind of arcade of shops. We're not quite on the high street yet. But yeah, Hamilton's of Broadway. What a little sweetie shop that is.
Oh, what nice. Look at this one. I'll make it pretty. Only trouble is, it won't look like that. After 10 minutes, it really just won't look like that.
Correct. Right. Let's just quickly show you, for those that have never seen it, the High Street on Broadway. So here's the High Street. We'll show you a little bit more as we walk up it in a moment. But we are just going to walk across the road now. Oh, love, you've dropped something. We're just going to walk across the road over there to get some provisions. Right, folks, again, if you're ever in Broadway, Russell's Fish and Chips. I guarantee, that's a strong word, you've not had fish and chips until you've had fish and chips from Russell's. Amazing. And they do the best mushy peas in the world. What are you doing?
I'm making a wish.
You're making a wish?
Do you want me to make you a wish? I wish for you too. I wish for both of us.
Yeah.
Because I know what you wish for.
Do you? Yeah. Really? You know, I wish for a new Land Rover. Now, folks, through there is a development called the Russells. We won't show you which one for obvious reasons, but that's where we used to live. And we loved it. I say, just off the high street. Wouldn't want to live on the high street in Broadway, if I'm honest with you. It's a very, very busy village. Right, into the co-op. Let's go and get some food.
And it used to be budgets. They used to have like tasting tables.
Yeah, they did.
And, we used to come in.
For our lunch.
We didn't have any lunch, we just used to eat on the tasting table.
And we're out. Folks, you know those self-scan machines? I don't know about you folks, but they're more trouble sometimes than they're worth, aren't they? Mrs. Bonneville's brilliant with them. The road, well, there's a pavement, but it's uphill. And as I say, you don't want to see me all blotchy.
It's up a place place is called Fish Hill, and it's called Fish Hill. It's something to do with the monks that used to live up there and used to take the fish up and stuff like that. You didn't know that, Mr. B, did you?
Why would I know that? I don't know any. Right, so High Street, Broadway. It's time of filming this. It's mid-February. Over there, where I'm pointing, is the Broadway Hotel, where me and Mrs. B used to spend pretty much every evening, sat out eating when I wasn't working, when I was retired. And that's probably getting set up now for the Cheltenham races, which is next month, I think. Anyway, this is the High Street. On the left here is a lovely, lovely restaurant. One of the first places me and Mrs. B had a very nice meal. It's called the Russells. Fabulous eatery. Absolutely brilliant. The Ligon wine bar. Get a nice plate of food in there. And again, for those that have never been to Broadway, it's one of the hotels. Well, it's actually one of the hotels in the Cotswolds, if not the country. It's called the Ligon Arms. Absolutely fabulous hotel. Google the Ligon Arms. You won't be disappointed if you do come for a stay. Plenty of other places in Broadway. As I say, there's the Broadway Hotel. There's a couple of fabulous bread and breakfasts. But if you want a very special, and I mean very special, night, a couple of nights, the Ligon Arms, wonderful, wonderful property, folks. Really is. And this here, when it's in bloom, this wisteria, in flower, sorry.
Oh. If you know anything about Coronation Street, if for our friends there over the pond, just Google it. But there's a character on Coronation Street, and she's been on it a very long time. I'm not mentioning any names, but she's been on it a very, 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 very long time. She actually lives at the top, and there's a brilliant face cut out of one of the privets, isn't there?
Yeah.
I'll show you that when we get there.
Right, very quickly. Over there is where we'll be visiting shortly after the walk. Cotswolds Distillery. Oh yes. Right, as I say, we'll pick back up when we get to the top of the High Street, folks. Now, one day, folks, one day, when I do finally retire, me and Mrs. B, we shall walk the Cotswolds Way, shan't we?
Yeah, is it 120 miles?
It's about that, yeah.
It ends at Bath. So you know when we went
Yeah.
to Bath last year and we did that tour, we had 2 days in Bath. So it starts at Chipping Camden, where we're going now.
Yeah.
And then it ends in Bath.
Yes, we shall do that one day. Oh, look at that. New roof, new wall. There, folks. These cottages on the right I know to be holiday cottages as well, so just a little example of some of the places you can stay if you don't want to go in a hotel.
The old coaching route.
Yeah, that's a nice sign, isn't it? Look at that. Hope you can see that. It says the old coaching route.
That goes through Burford as well, so it goes through a lot of the little villages.
It does. Right, I am going to sign off now, folks, because we're about to walk uphill for, I don't know, a mile. In fact, it's the only uphill bit of the walk, isn't it, my love?
Fish Hill?
Yeah.
Yeah, and it is quite steep.
Yeah.
Well, actually, no. You've got Fish Hill. I forgot to remind Darren of this. You've got Fish Hill, then we go through that wooded bit.
Oh, God, Jesus, yeah.
And that's where, when we get to the wooded bit, that's probably where we'll eat our sandwiches. You sit at the top and you can actually see Chipping Camden Church in the distance.
Oh dear. Right, we will see you at the top of Fish Hill. As I say, folks, this is the only part of the walk that you have to, well, walk alongside the road, and this is Fish Hill. Very steep. This is Bonneville just doing some social media. Oh, it's heavy breathing YouTube channel again. We have walked up Fish Hill and then we've got a little bit of a wooded area.
2 miles
Yeah, it's about 2 miles.
at the moment.
And then just through the woods, up along there, and then we're going to have something to eat, aren't we, my love?
We're going to sit down and have a nice cup of tea because Mr. B's done a flask and some boiled eggs.
Yes. Goodbye. Come on, Mrs. B. Come on, Mrs. B. It's actually this way. Okay, I'll follow you. Oh, I'm about to collapse. Here, folks, and when you get to the top of Fish Hill, you get the opportunity to have a little sit down and the view.
I don't know whether you can see, but they can just see the top of Chipping Camden.
The tower, church tower.
It might just be a little bit too far.
Yeah. And there we are, folks. Just lets you know where we are.
Slaughters, that's a good walk as well. You've got upper and lower Slaughters. Burford.
Yeah.
It's great, isn't it?
It is. But, see that little bench there? So I'm going to sit right now.
It's 3 miles away. Chipping Camden, over there, we've got 3 miles to go. We've just done 2 miles. I don't need to shout, I've got my
No.
So Chipping Camden is 3 miles away.
Okay.
And we've just done 2, so.
I'm going to go sit down. Someone did actually write in, oh, it was 2 or 3 vlogs ago when we took the last picnic, and actually asked me what flask we were using. It was an unusual colour. Well, I can show you now. It is a box standard, good old fashioned thermos. I swear blind by these things. They're not cheap, but they'll last you forever if you look after them.
It colour coordinates with Darren's jacket and my Wellingtons.
So, cup of tea. We've bought some boiled eggs.
You better not get down.
We're going to have a boiled egg.
Egg and mustard mayo.
Oh, egg and mustard mayo.
Oh no, I thought it was salt in the Alps. We
dear.
had salt and pepper, didn't we?
In Austria we buy them. They're in the shells.
Yeah.
Anyway,
You get
what's the
egg
saying?
mayonnaise.
Content is king. You don't want to watch me eat a boiled egg, do you, folks? And pour a cup of tea.
Egg and mayonnaise.
This September. I mean, it's years away. I mean, years away.
He's not thinking about it
No.
because we know what happens when he
Well,
thinks
no.
about things.
Well, I've already thought about it. It's a done deal, but it's a good 10 years away. We've booked to go to a Place in the Sun exhibition at at Birmingham. I don't know actually where the exhibition is, but we're going there in September just to do some exploratory conversations with some folk.
For when Mr. B retires, we're
Which
not
is
doing it. Please don't think we're
At
going to do it.
least 10 years away. At least. So
we want to just
we're not
get our-
leaving the marina.
We want to get our foot in the water and just have a look.
We do.
and
Just want to see what's
costs
what.
and that sort of thing.
Yeah. We're thinking about Spain or France, bottom end of France where the sun shines. That's the only update we got, really, isn't it?
Yeah, that's 10 years away.
That's 10 years away. Now then, folks, as I say, we've always said in about 10 years we're off to warmer climates. So just to qualify what Mrs. B said before, we're not going anywhere. We absolutely love life on the marina, but we're just starting to plan ahead. I actually start a new role, time of filming this, in a few days, and I intend that to be, hopefully, fingers crossed, my last role, my last job. And I've got about 10, 12 years left in me, and then I think we'll be ready to kind of hang up the old corporate pen and pencil. So yeah, we're off to a place in the sun. We are addicted to that programme anyway. For those that don't watch it, Google it. But yeah, we're going to go in September and have a little look and see what's what. In Birmingham. We're not decided in terms of whether it be Spain or France. However, what did get our attention the other week was we were watching one of the programmes and they said there's 360 days of sunshine a year. I said to Mrs. B, that's confirmed it with me. But just to qualify, we love living on the marina. We're not going anywhere for a long time.
When you get to a certain age, as we are, and then we're starting to get older, your joints, really feel your joints, and I really feel my knee and my fingers are starting to hurt. And the sun is just a marvellous, marvellous thing for your joints.
Yeah, it's a fact, isn't it?
It's not that we want to lay there and sunbathe. We'll still be out walking and stuff, hopefully, fingers crossed.
Yeah.
But just to get some sun in our joints.
Quick update, folks. I don't know what the update is. What's the update, Mrs. B? That's a steep Harry.
Careful.
The update is we're walking through another field next to a main road.
There's about 4 fields, aren't there, before we get there?
Yeah. We're not far from Chipping Camden, folks.
Yeah.
Right, after you, Mrs. B. What's your footing?
Yeah. That tree line that goes down there.
Yeah.
We're walking down there, and then that sort of like starts us getting into the village.
To the outskirts of Chipping Camden, and you are greeted, depending on which way you come in, by the most magnificent thatched cottage. Now, I appreciate we may have viewers further afield, and I'm not looking to insult anyone's intelligence, that may not actually know what that is. A thatched cottage is basically a cottage or a house with a thatch on top, and the thatch is made of usually Norfolk reed, and they can last anywhere between 20 to 25 years. Let me just zoom in for you. There you go. Beautiful. It's taken us 2 hours to do the 5 miles, and in a moment we're going to be sitting down having a cup of tea. We're going to sit down. We'll take you up the high street in a minute, folks, but we're going to have a cup of tea. In fact, Mrs. B, I think we should sit on this bench here.
Yeah.
It's got a back on it, look.
That's better, yeah.
We can rest. We're off to the toilet, folks, and then we're going to show you up and down the high street in Chipping Camden. I can't say it properly.
Chipping Camden.
Chipping Camden. Oh, look at that. Isn't that lovely, Mrs. B? Look at that for a little tap and bowl. Oh, she's off. She doesn't care. She's never liked shopping. Spoils all my fun window shopping. It's anything I can do now. Goodbye. Now, Chipping Camden is similar to Broadway in that a couple of very nice hotels, a couple of nice pubs, restaurants, and it's not quite as many shops.
Shall we go round the back and that way?
I'll follow you, my love.
Okay, just watch the road. Wait a minute.
Come on, there's nothing coming. Oh, look. Oh, we've got the obligatory horse in luck again.
Oh, is the
for
horse?
you know who. But yeah, it's pretty much like Broadway. A couple of nice hotels, as I've just said, pub, restaurants, and kind of a spattering of shops. I don't think there's quite as many shops as Broadway, is there?
No.
And obviously, we're rather biased. We like Broadway slightly better. Bistro on the square. Kind of typical restaurant food. Again, I'm sure you can imagine in the summer, like most pretty Cotswolds villages, absolutely rammed. And I mean rammed. There we go. Now then folks, a little bit of a rookie error. I've only got about 15-20% left on my battery. So what I'm going to do, I'm going to stop filming because you've seen Chipping Camden now. So we're going to walk back into Broadway and we will pick back up with you when we're in Broadway.
Or hot, just a little bit maybe.
Yeah,
Bit, yeah.
Not far away. Of Dover's
Dover's Hill.
Sorry, Dover's Hill. I'd be really keen to see what the quality of the audio is like, because it is blowing a hoolie walk. Let me show you where we've got to walk. Oh, that Land Rover's just come. That's where we've got to walk. Oh, bye. Let's sit down, eh?
Yeah.
Oh, we've arrived at St Michael's Church, folks.
Yeah.
And we're trying to walk away from that nasty weather. And we're going to have a brew. And we arrive back in beautiful village of Broadway.
Yeah.
And we're going to go and walk down into the village now and have a little look at the Cotswold Gin shop and maybe a few little shops.
That's what we've done.
So read them out, my love.
2,158 calories.
Which is why I'm not bothered what I eat later on today.
Up to now, 9.46 miles. So by the time we get down there, it'll be 10 miles. We've done 22,500 steps. So
I've shaved an inch off my height.
you see, if we didn't enjoy our food and drink as much, then we'd be like a size 8, both of us, wouldn't we?
We would. There we are, folks. Coming back into lovely Broadway. A few more. Very nice and well known bed and breakfast which we're just coming up to, called the Olive Branch, and we may well end up staying here if me and Mrs B and the boys from Wide Beam Goldfinch do a little tour of the Gin Distillery.
Yeah.
There it is, the Olive Branch. Here we are, folks, the Cotswolds Distillery. We will see you on the other side, as they say. Let's go and have a little look.
Yum, yum, yum.
Cotswolds Distillery. Let's have a little look inside there.
Ooh, we've got a very dry one that I've just tasted, but it's gone a little bit to my head. It's very nice.
Right, on that note, we're going to say goodbye because the battery's nearly gone.
Nearly gone.
We hope you've enjoyed this vlog, and we will see you. Oh, it's just come late. What happened there?
Crazy, isn't it? Yeah. That's crazy.
Yeah, we will see you next week.
Yep.
Don't forget, give us a, what are you going to give us?
Subscribe.
Give us a like,
bell,
a thumbs up,
that bell.
and subscribe.
Do all that stuff. I've just had a gin, and it's only about 3 o'clock, isn't it?
Goodbye. See you next week. Ta-ra. I know.
self-service
She's
thing.
very patient with them, but they never work,
I have to be
folks.
patient with what I live with.
Just going to put that in as well.
I am going to put
What a
that in.
lovely way to start a walk, eh? Full of love here. Bonnevil's just had a wee.
Thank you. Yes, it's very nice.
Oh, look at that lamp. Oh, yes.
I wonder how many bums have sat on here in olden days.
Lots. Not that size, though. Hold on a minute. There you go. She can't see the rain. Oh, well caught.
Oh, we might get a bit wet.
Get a bit wet.
But we're not made of sugar.
We're not. Right. Goodbye.